You can take a day or two, but no more than that. We got a real strict schedule to meet. Don't you wanna keep the lights on in that house? Don't you wanna keep shoes on your kids' feet? See, they don't care if you're sick, they don't care if you're ill. They need you to do things nobody else will. Cause if the lights go out, that American dream moves on. Are you tired of living 2 weeks at a time? Working paycheck to paycheck, fighting just to stay alive. As it goes on, you left behind. So wonder what life could have been like if you were born in a different time. So don't let it die. Oh, 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 oh. Can we talk about timing? Or should we talk about love? Maybe we should just walk away and pretend it ain't in our blood. Cause either you're something or you're nothing. You're broken or you're loving. Well, if loving means nothing, being broken meant something to me. Being broken meant something to me. Are you tired of living 2 weeks at a time? Working paycheck to paycheck, fighting just to stay alive. As it goes on, you left behind. So wonder what life could have been like if you were born in a different time. So don't let it die. Something or you're nothing. You're broken or you're loving. Either you're something or you're nothing. You're broken, you're broken. Whoa, 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 whoa. Are you tired of living 2 weeks at a time? Fucking paycheck to paycheck, fighting just to stay alive. As it goes on, you left behind. To wonder what life could have been like if you were born in a different time. So don't let it die. Whoa, oh, 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 don't let it die. Whoa. Thank you very much. Oh, don't get mad at him. How we doing, everybody? So live in the living room. Episode 3? Episode 4. Episode 4. Come on. Come on. All right.
Yeah, this song's called Separate Ways.
Say something, yeah?
1, 2, 3, 4. Why is it over? Maybe I'll tell you when you're older. Well, there was something about a river, and how I'm drowning in it sober, sober. Well, if I can go back again, I'd stop the river from closing in on, baby, on you. separate ways. For these separate ways. Why is it over? I guess she never found closure. It's 7 years in you together, and I wish we'd have made this work to save you and hurt. But the mistakes I made came in like a flood, and the rain washed away all the things I loved. But if only I could do it right by you. Won't understand a word I say, but Abigail, it's true. I know it feels like a rainy day for these separate ways. For these separate ways. For these separate ways. Well, we still love you. It's nothing you did or could ever do. You're mine and I got things to sort through. Well, I'll be seeing you. Well, you won't understand the word I say, but Abigail, it's true. Like a rainy day for these separate ways. Won't understand, you won't understand what is true. I know it feels like a rainy day for these separate ways. Thank you, everybody. It happens.
You're fired.
You're out. You're out. You're fired, man.
Yeah, we secretly hate each other. Nah, we're best friends. This song's called Lonely Bones. Shut the fuck up. If I asked you, would you tell me that this was worth it? Being lost here in a fragile state of mind. 'Cause I'm the fool because I thought that I deserved it. Well, I got a feeling in these lonely bones of mine. I'm tired and broke in the same clothes from last night. And just because I'm in a brand new city, it don't make it alright. I spent 2 weeks in these jeans and white t-shirts, and the pain in my neck just gets worse and worse. But those are lessons you learn, lessons that you learn on your own. If I asked you, would you tell me that this was worth it? Being lost here in a fragile state of mind. 'Cause I'm the fool because I thought that I deserved it. Well, I got a feeling in these lonely bones of mine. together. I know it's hard to say no to those free things and the wonders of the world that their love bring. But those are lessons you learn for reasons that you already know. If I asked you, would you tell me that this was worth it? Being lost here in a fragile state of mind. I'm the fool because you thought that I deserved it.
I deserved it.
Well, I got a feeling in these lonely bones of mine. Yeah, give it. Yeah, give it. Wasn't worth it. Being lost here in a fragile state of mind. 'Cause I'm the fool because you never really earned it.
Deserved it.
Well, I got a feeling in these lonely bones of mine. Oh God, I've been dealing with these lonely bones of mine. Way to go, Kev. Thank you, everybody.
Half that solo is noise anyways, and then it's like under a...
Hey, man. I don't want to hear your excuses. Now they can't use this whole video on YouTube now, Kevin. Thanks. Just edit that part out, yeah.
I'm not the first guitarist that doesn't know how to play. It's all good.
No, but you're the only one in the room.
Buddy.
All right, this is going to be the last one. Jay, you want to tell everybody what this song's called?
Whenever I began, I want to sing it.
Oh my God, imagine. Oh.
Something new.
Jay's just got the best voice in the band and nobody knew about it.
It's beautiful.
Jay's nickname is Tone Jay because
That's not my nickname.
he's deaf. He's tone deaf.
First time I heard it.
Well, I keep a picture in my wallet of a love I used to know. We spent every dollar we had on every credit card we owed. And maybe that's what did us in. Or the time our house foreclosed, we forgot the vows we said as kids in our parents' wedding clothes. In our parents' wedding clothes. It never used to be this way. We danced from night till day. We drove past graveyards, and I looked at her and said, we ain't going out like that, you know. Our kids won't come from a broken home. And I remember she smiled and took my hand back when her and I began. We spent months on different schedules. She worked days and I worked nights. We come home to civil wars that were only stupid fights. So we just kept digging our own graves. And I signed them papers, then I hid. 'Cause I can't forget the day the judge said I wasn't fit to take the kids. I wasn't fit to take the kids. I wasn't there. It never used to be this way. We danced from night till day. We drove past graveyards, and I looked at her and said, we ain't going out like that, you know. Our kids won't come from a broken home. And I remember she smiled and took my hand back when her and I began. When her and I began. It never used to be this way. We danced from night till day. We drove past graveyards, and I looked at her and said, we ain't going out like that, you know. Our kids won't come from a broken home. And I remember she smiled and took my hand back when her and I began. When her and I began. Thank you, everybody.
I'm your host, Logan Ollivier. I would like to send out a special thank you to Lake of the Woods Brewing for sponsoring the interview of this show. And I have with me Honest Heart Collective. Guys,
Thanks for having
please
us.
introduce
Logan.
yourselves.
My name is Nick MacDonald. I play bass in the Honest Heart Collective.
I'm Ryan MacDonald, and I sing and try to play guitar.
I'm Kevin Heerema. I play guitar. I'm Jay Savage, and I play the drums.
Right on. Well, thanks for being on the show, guys.
First try.
Like, yes, give it up.
First try. So, how did you guys, I guess, first form the band? And walk us through how you kind of became the Honest Heart Collective.
That's a question for this guy.
It's a question for that guy.
All right. Well, Ryan was going to school in Ottawa in an audio recording engineering program.
Well, you really fucked that up.
I don't know what it's called, man.
I went to school for.
I didn't go to
I went to school for audio engineering in Ottawa, and I was living there, and I couldn't find any bands to record, so I just started writing songs myself, and that's basically the root of it. And I couldn't afford a bass guitar, but Nick had one, so I set him up with a little recording setup. So I'd send him all of the files, and he'd track bass to it, and then send it back, and then I'd mix it all together. And that was the first EP that kind of started the whole idea for the band.
That was called
Nice.
RM and the Honest Heart Collective, which is just Ryan MacDonald and the imaginary band that he plays with.
I wanted to. So it was
just me.
It
It
was
was
just
only
me.
me.
Yeah. So he took on the moniker of the whole thing.
Did you have like made up names for the other members of the band?
No, that would have been like
Springsteen was in there. Tom
Don Henley played drums.
Don Henley is a drummer.
Yeah.
That's a powerhouse
they-
lineup.
They were in the OG lineup.
But they still let me sing, which is so strange. Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah. Anyway, but then I moved home. Wanted to actually get it going and start the band, and Nick was on board, and we talked to Jay, and Jay was in. And then we had a couple other lead guitar players for a while, and then Kevin was out on tour with us, selling merch, and
Begrudgingly,
Yeah.
because he wanted to.
but we didn't
in the
know.
band.
We didn't know.
really know.
Kevin was 3 years into a 4-year business degree, and we were like, oh, I'm not gonna like fuck Kevin's life up by asking him to come into a Chevy Astro with us for, 6 months out of a year, and then he got mad at us, and then we're like, oh, Kevin really wants to do this, so we asked Kevin to be in the band.
And he said,
Yeah. Yeah.
That was his
still
answer.
doesn't know. He's
Yeah.
like, I'm here, but I don't know if I'm in the
Hasn't
band.
made up his mind.
Questioning that decision. Yeah?
Dropped out of school, and and he's been with us ever since.
And yeah, I guess that's
about it.
it. Yeah, that's how we.
So
kinda
the
became
first
Honest Heart
iteration, it was Honest Heart Collective,
was
or you had
the fir-
Amelia for a little while?
Oh fuck, that's not even the same band.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
That was a band me and Nick were in high school, and
Ancient times. the
ancient
day.
times. Yeah, we were angry about a lot of things.
Played hardcore music.
Stephen Harper was the prime minister. It was a pretty political time.
Yeah, a lot to scream
right on.
about.
A lot to scream about.
Still a lot to scream about.
There's even more to scream about. Don't kid yourselves.
Yeah, we should be a heavy band again. We should
Yeah.
just turn into a hardcore band.
Political hardcore band.
Yeah, well, none of us are that educated, so let's not kid ourselves
Much
here.
like voters.
So just love songs for now.
Yeah, that's about it.
So is that your main influence you find? Is just experiences within your own lives for how you write your music?
Yeah, and it's just it's kind of the things that happen to us, but also the things that happen to the people around us. We have a song on our record called Strike Sound, and that's all about my dad being on strike in 1991 after just having his first kid, which was me, and that's kind of pretty nerve-wracking when you're not sure where your income's gonna be coming from. Or, hey,
I know.
I'm fucking talking here.
Get out of here. Get out of here, Moses.
You guys.
Oh, they're so cute.
Sorry, our studio dogs are acting up.
Oh, it happens. But yeah, so it's just we just draw from the people around us and what happens to us in our own everyday lives and create these stories and really sort of try to tell something that means something to people.
Right on. So you guys just finished off a tour in Southern Ontario. How was that?
Oh, it's fantastic.
It was a short one.
Yeah,
I
I
only
would.
played 4 shows.
Yeah, I call it like a run of dates, less of a tour, but yeah, tour enough.
There was
we
that-
did some
there was that-
recording down
Yeah.
while we were down there.
You're working on a new record.
As far as expectations
Nice.
went on audience and turnouts and all that stuff, it was 10 out of 10 on everything. So yeah, no fighting, weirdly enough.
Yeah, we didn't
First
get in a
we
single
didn't
fight.
You guys fight often? Yeah.
No,
There was a period of time.
there was a period.
as
Growing
much as-
pains, like a 4-way marriage.
It's one of
going
those
through
like
problems.
you say the worst things to the people you love kind of thing.
We've said some pretty mean shit to each
Yeah,
other.
it can get there, but
Oh, do tell more.
No.
Just kidding. Yeah, we don't want this to be negative. So I followed
Actually,
you
I
guys-
want to say
You know what, Kevin? So I followed you guys on your social media throughout your tour there, and when we had met a while ago, yes, hi Chewy, we were talking about social media and how it's become very much part of running on any kind of organization. You have to be on social and really building that brand, and it's difficult and a little bit annoying at times. Tell me, how do you guys perceive that, and who enjoys it the most and the least?
None of us.
none of us.
Like,
Kevin a little
I
bit.
probably I probably do the most work on our socials, just making photography, creating content and stuff. And it's it's not even something that I'm in love with doing, but I know how valuable it is that it's I don't know, it's not fun to sit at a computer and just create something that I don't know how to make, right? But then once it's done, I'm like, okay, sweet, that's cool. And then it's out there and you start seeing how people react to having a strong brand, and it's all worth it after the fact. But it's crazy how important it is, and it's evolving constantly, really rapidly as well. I think
Facebook changes the pixels to the headers one more fucking time. I
Yeah.
swear to
Oh
God,
my
I quit.
You need to have different pixels,
Sizes and
for
formats for
mobile
everything.
and digital. You know what? None of us really like socials. If you look at any of our socials, they all suck. So personally, like we got 4 guys that suck at social media, trying to be in a band, and then we just look at our band socials, and we all suck at our own. Of course, we suck at that one too. We do our best because we know it's important, but we'd rather just be musicians. You know, that's what I think we're so nostalgic for the good old days when you could just be a band.
Sharing
We
tapes.
just be
We have to try really hard.
good at
Yeah.
making music.
Well, I mean, and it's different, right? Like everybody talks about how the quality of music is diminishing these days, and it has, you know, like you know, Brandon Flowers, as arrogant as that guy is from The Killers, he said that the reason why there hasn't been a song, you know, that's been on the Billboard charts as long as Mr. Brightside is because there hasn't been a song as good as Mr. Brightside. And that, you know, it was kind of like the early 2000s was kind of the last era of where you could just be a musician. You're not a musician, you're not a songwriter anymore. You're that, but on top of that, you are a social media mogul, and you have to be to like navigate all of these things, and you have to be proficient in digital marketing and all of these things all on your own.
Or, big enough that someone else does it for you.
That someone else does,
But
yeah.
Good
But
luck.
Nobody's that big anymore. No.
So contact us
found-
if you want to do it.
Have you found like your interactions with fans though on social media has been predominantly positive, or have you had a few times where you've gotten some weird troll that just won't leave you alone?
Predominantly positive.
Yeah, most like 99.999% of the time, it's always
Fucking
positive.
one person.
No, there's like you get the odd
One
like,
guy.
you know, but that's usually just a sign of you're starting to do something right. Like with any success, you always have people out there just trying to stir the pot where they can, and you just got to
send
kind of you have to learn to keep your head down and just focus on more of the positive like feedback you're getting from people, and just not like consume you. Even like we get it more at like live shows. There's always someone yelling "Freebird" or like some guy who thinks he's hilarious at a show, and you have to learn over time to just kind of
Invite them
block
on
it out
stage
and-
to play?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Actually, next guy, you come up here, you play it.
Yeah.
Does that guy even love?
Oh, you can? Yeah.
Well, no, and that's the thing. Like, no,
You can tell me who
that guy
plays
doesn't
it,
know a
we'll
single
play it.
fucking lyric to
He
Free.
doesn't want to actually hear it. He just wants to be heard. He
Yeah.
just wants his dumb voice.
There's a guy that called us a bunch of fuds for putting out our Helter Skelter.
That was
cover.
pretty funny.
It was kind of funny.
like
yeah,
that
he's
one.
That's
like
a Scottish slang term for a vagina. It's a fud.
Bud.
Yeah.
So you're looking at
Wow.
four
That's very
fu-
topical, sir. Yeah.
This is an informative. This is a TED talk about
staring,
slang
bunch
terms.
of fuds.
you're staring at 4 Scottish vaginas right now. That's
Yeah.
what you're staring at.
Except to not care.
This is what they.
Whatever.
That's an insult. You're like, okay, cool.
Thanks, man.
All right, that's
I had to-
interesting. I learned something.
I had to look it up.
Every day.
So as you guys are getting a little bit more and more into it and more popular, like you guys are kind of one of the bands in Thunder Bay right now. The grind and hard work that goes into that, I think a lot of people don't really understand it who aren't in the music industry and doing this kind of work. It's not easy. Oh, I'm just gonna go play a show. It's great. It's tons of work behind the scenes.
You want to buy tickets?
Yeah. Does anyone want tickets for our show?
You want to buy tickets? Got a lot of stuff.
I think predominantly what people don't really realize is the expense. How much it costs to do something on as low as a level this is, like the expense is astronomical. And it just piles up and piles up and piles up, and you need to be constantly inventing more ways to make money. And if you don't, you just can't do it.
You know, but while simultaneously not trying to overplay and like strain the audience that you have available to you. You know, like we live here in Thunder Bay. We choose to. We love this town. We love the people in it, and the hometown support we've gotten is overwhelming. But there's still only a finite amount of people who live here, and you can't kind of shove the Honest Heart Collective down their throats every month. Like we used to play once every 5 weeks at the Foundry when like nobody really knew who we were, and it was easy that way. We made a lot more money that way. But now, you know, when you're trying to sell out 700 tickets, you can't play every weekend doing, or, you know, you can't play every month doing that. You know, you kind of have to build that want and that need, and you have to make it so that there's a demand to see you play. Where if you can play every weekend, why would they come see you tomorrow if they can see you next week, you know, or next month?
Right. Yeah. So, you guys are doing another big show at Crocs coming up soon.
Yeah.
But you recently did a small studio intimate thing, and you had a lot of, like, I don't know, 15 people going to each show type thing.
Between 30 and 40.
How, like, that's a way different concept and a way different dynamic, and what are the pros and cons of doing that, and how much did you enjoy having that kind of intimacy, having people so close to you?
Well, you know, we built our own studio. It's actually, like, you can see it from here. And it's, we record other bands, but it's predominantly our space to work and create. And so it was kind of intimidating inviting people into that space, but at the same time, we just like to party. And so we know how to throw a good party. So we threw a fucking rager.
We like to party.
We really actually biffed. We biffed it.
Yeah, it was amazing because we got a couple local sponsors involved. We got Eat Local Pizza. They were in on it. They supplied food for our 30 guests for both nights.
We do have our awesome sponsor,
And
Lake
you
the
know what?
Woods.
Today we have Lake.
I'm sure they'd be happy to collaborate with you guys.
That would be incredible. We're down to collab with anyone who wants to.
We're all about community
wants to
partners.
talk, yeah.
We got our name on a hot sauce. You know?
Yeah. We had Heartbeat Hot Sauce involved. Like, we always try to have as many partners as we can because we want our brand to be up there with their brands.
You know, you think about who's doing big things in town right now, and it's, you know, who's playing on a national or international level, and we want to be up there with them as kind of another one of Thunder Bay's exports type thing. And so getting in with those circles and those people and those like-minded individuals is kind of paramount for us.
And do you find that, like, the climate in Thunder Bay right now is far more open to doing stuff like that, where people are starting to believe in themselves a little bit more and not just thinking, hey, we can maybe do something here in a regional sense, but maybe we can get beyond that, and if we work together, we can do all that kind of stuff. And it seems to me that we have a building community here of people that kind of believe in the city.
Yeah. Anybody want to?
I mean, yeah, I think so. I mean, you only need a few to really break through the wall to inspire people, and I think there's a few people out there who are starting to make really big waves on doing that, and it's important since we're so isolated too. Like, some people, you know, they'll have dreams and they won't even ever think to even chase them because of sometimes of location or whatever it may be, but it's really cool to see, like, some of these people, you know, break those boundaries and to show people if you just go for it, you know, you never know.
Yeah, like, I think there's a bit of a stigma, or there has been, about any kind of export from Thunder Bay. It's like, oh, it's just Thunder Bay. You know, any musical export, any, like product-wise, like, if it's from Thunder Bay, it's, you know,
It's average.
it's average. It's gonna be whatever. People expect a certain or don't expect a certain production value out of anything from the city.
Like, I mean, unless you're a hockey player.
Yeah, but now I think there's a growing number of business people and influencers that believe that, you know, Thunder Bay is important and we have a lot to offer.
Right on. I couldn't agree more. I do want to thank you guys for being on the show. I do want to
thank you for having us.
some swag here.
Ooh,
Some brand new
Dude.
hats, courtesy of Impact Promotions.
Nice.
thank you so much.
Thank you.
You think
And
Let's get these going.
and a question I do want to ask you guys. It's kind of more of a personal, fun question, but your favorite concerts you've ever been to or seen?
start at Nick?
I'm so bad at anything on the spot.
Answer me now.
You're like, I need to go home and write this out. Favorite concert ever. I would say Springsteen. The band formed when our dad took us to a Springsteen concert in 2012.
Yeah, that's gonna be my favorite too.
Yeah.
October 2012, Springsteen on the Wrecking Ball tour was fucking mind blowing.
So good. It was so good.
Yeah.
We saw his band, the E Street Band, go up. There's 14 people on
Or
stage.
16.
16, whatever it was. A lot. There's a lot of people on
It's a lot of
stage
guy-
making big tunes happen. And we watched it, super inspired, and just kind of looked at each other and were like, we should do this. Like, we want that.
And there was
That's
like
what-
there was no crazy production. Like there was nothing insane. It was just Springsteen and his best friends up on stage having the best time, and 17,000 people in the audience in the palm of their hands. Like there was something about it that was so captivating that, you know, even when we were even in the nosebleeds, and it was perfect.
I'm gonna say he is legend at Sneaky D's. Probably my number one most unforgettable concert I've ever been to.
They're a good band.
It was like, yeah,
you
I
mentioned
told
them
you
to
about
me,
them.
and
They're
yeah,
amazing.
They're really good.
It was like it's probably a venue about the size of this living room, and it was
It's
like
way bigger than this living room.
Well, I mean the whole venue, but like I mean
It fits 250 people in it,
Stage to
Kevin.
like no, but
Kevin.
think about the room though. Like stage plus like the small area in front of the stage. It's not super huge. Is the point. And like they just like they all had huge amps and just like they went up on stage just so casually, and then they all just like all were so loud, and it was just so insane.
What else
my
was it?
God.
So
What?
was it so
Crazy.
anything else?
It was just so metal. I was just it made me feel like I was 12 years old at a show again. Like it was ridiculous.
I was there too. It was
Yeah,
good.
we were all there.
We were all there. It was really
And
good.
I saw Kevin was beside me, and then all of a sudden he was gone in the mix of a bunch of sweaty people, and just like I would see his head pop up every now and then. Yeah, that was a crazy show though. I think for me, probably Green Day. I saw a couple years ago in London. It was a childhood favorite. It was like the first like big band I remember like being completely sucked in by. I used to watch their live concert, Bullet in a Bible. Keep laughing over there. Sucked in.
You were gonna say sucked off.
But anyways, first band like as a kid that I was like, you know, very into. But yeah, anyways, I used to watch this live DVD Bullet in a Bible with my brothers like all the time. We would get in the Pontiac, Montana. Like they had like those TVs. Yeah, and the Montana. I used to drive into Montana, and we just put that concert on like every time. So seeing them finally was like a pretty big surreal moment for me.
Nice. And one last question for you: who would make a better metal band, and why? The Ninja Turtles or the Power Rangers?
Power Rangers.
Power Rangers.
We've actually we covered
we
their
did.
We were them at Halloween.
The Power Rangers theme
The
song.
theme song, yeah.
For Halloween show once, we all had Power Rangers. Like,
It's actually
guitars.
one of the funniest things, because we were supposed to do that at the Hunger Cabaret the year before, and we ordered all the costumes because you could only get the Red Ranger and the Green Ranger in the store, but you had to order the rest of them. So we ordered them with like plenty of time. Should have been a sufficient amount of time. We learned the whole song front to back, and it's difficult. It's not easy because it was done by Extreme, like the guitar player from Extreme. So Kevin
Okay.
had to learn this crazy tapping solo, and we had it, and the costumes didn't come in.
Oh no!
Yeah, we played the song
We
anyway.
played the song anyway.
Yeah.
Everyone was
No
fucking
costumes.
confused.
Yeah, super weird.
But then-
bad choice, honestly. Hindsight.
We should have just waited till the next year when we played it again.
So we
Tried so hard.
so we
Just use body paint, or what'd you guys do?
no, we had no
We
costumes.
just rolled up as us. We
Yeah.
played the Power Rangers theme
And
song.
so we waited a whole year, and the next year happens, and we wanted to make it as special as possible. So we all walked around with the Power Rangers suits under our regular clothes. And so everyone was like, "What are you dressed up as?" And I was like, I don't really do Halloween. And people were like, "Oh, you guys are a bunch of losers. Like, you're no fun, you bunch of fuds." So what we did was we set up all of our stuff, and we were headlining at the Foundry. So we set up all of our stuff, and then we all huddled into the side room, like the side beside the stage, and we just took off all of our clothes and the lights, and we had the lights turned off. So then we walked back on stage and it was pitch black. So we walked off stage in our normal clothes and we came out in full Power Rangers garb, and everybody lost their minds.
Yeah, that's deadly.
Yeah, it was
showmanship.
It was a good time.
But
I love it.
The tune could easily be a metal song. It is metal.
It is.
It's metal.
It's a
yeah.
metal song.
They're already a metal
So,
band.
I was hoping for some debate, but hey, that's fine. Yeah.
Sorry, man. It's a unanimous decision.
No, like
Yeah, I guess you're right.
I've
Ninja
heard
Turtles would be more hip hop. I
Yeah,
think.
probably.
Yeah.
Jay brought a Power Rangers DVD on tour one time.
Yeah. Remember when I
that was like
remember
when
the
you
Power
decided-
Rangers?
Yo, the whole
You guys do know how to party.
I think we just,
I know all 18 franchises.
the
Like,
whole that
yeah, you could name them
the
all.
very
like-
first
most of
season
them,
of
I
Power Rangers is the worst television show you will ever watch.
That's a
Yeah.
lie.
But when you were a kid on Saturday mornings, it was the only thing that was out there. Just yeah. Oh,
Oh wow!
what a show.
Well, on that note,
yeah. Power
thanks
Rangers,
a lot, guys.
everybody.
I really appreciate you being
Hasbro.
on Live from the Living Room. I'm
for
your host,
having us.
Logan Ollivier. This has been a fantastic time. Thanks for everyone coming, and we'll be back with episode 5 before too long.
Amazing. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.